Hello everyone, back again doing a driving video. I do have some breaking news on, I'm not sure if it's this channel or what channel it is, but apparently I got a notification of a violation, so a strike. So usually that means I can't upload for a week, but it's still letting me upload on here. So I don't know if it was a different channel or what exactly is going on. I didn't even get to see what video was affected, so to speak. But yeah, that's breaking news. I just went through the whole process of, I locked up a bunch of videos within the last 3 months so I could basically not get shut down, because I got 2 strikes pretty quickly. And when usually it's like a week off when you get a strike, 2 weeks off when you get 2 strikes, and then 3 strikes you lose your whole channel, which I cannot have. If you guys didn't see, I've been making a ton of content. I did basically almost two seasons already, working on the 3rd season right now of Law & Order Special Victims Unit. I started on season 6 on Peacock, and I've been playing the audio of the intro, the cold open, whatever, and I've been having a lot of those, and they're getting a decent amount of views. I did some Pokemon videos. I've got background noise for them. I've done esotericism, and I've jumped from about 326-ish to I think I'm at 337, 338 now, so I appreciate you guys very much giving me the time of day for that. I promise you, you subscribe to XOYNI, you subscribe to these other channels, you'll see a bunch of content come out. If you're on any of my other channels, you'll see why I don't have content coming out as quickly as XOYNI, because it's physically impossible. I've just been dropping all kinds of videos on the things I was saying, driving videos. I've been pretty much recording almost every time I'm in the car, and sometimes I don't really know what all I plan to say. I just kind of go with it, and then I have a bunch to say while I'm talking. Sometimes I'm very fast at talking, sometimes it's not really organized and whatnot, but it is what it is right now. So that's it. Yeah, I did get some Pokemon stuff done. I've been doing some trades. The only reason I don't have more content is because I'm using my phone a lot. So it's taken me time to record like my Law & Order Special Victims Unit. I'm doing that while I'm playing my games in the background and so forth, and whatnot. That's why a lot of times I'm not doing constant videos. I'm trying to do my live streams, but my live streams don't really want to seem to work. Like, it'll say can't connect to internet, or it'll shut down after like 7 seconds. Like, I don't understand. So I don't know for sure what the situation is there or how to fix it, but I'm trying my best to work on that. It was a busy day yesterday, and I'm holding my camera up to my steering wheel at the moment, which you don't want to do. You don't want, this is where all the cops are at. The station's right behind me or whatever. You don't want them seeing that, because they'll consider that distracted driving. You'll get ticketed and all that. So I'm trying not to be too obvious with it. So if I go away from the window here for a moment, it happens. Just be patient with me, please. I'm doing a lot of content right now. A lot of stuff going on all the time with me. I'm always thinking about what to upload. Law & Order Special Victims Unit, that'll keep me busy for weeks, most likely. I'm also wanting to go through them and whatnot, get a I'm trying to think of how to say it, like a refresh on what some of them happen and whatnot. I remember what happens on some of them necessarily, but not as much as I used to. I remember I used to binge watch them all the time back when I had cable and all that. I would watch on USA, and they would just be going all day, and I would just watch them. Like, I would just see what was going on, You know, for years I've been trying to get ideas from shows and whatnot and take notes on things that I could use for my writings and so forth. If I write something down, I generally end up losing it anyways, and I haven't had time to sit down and write really much of anything, except I'll do like my fantasy wrestling matches and stuff like that off of anything, off people I know, off of celebrities, off of wrestlers, off of actors, off of you know, characters from TV, athletes, anything, you know, big time people, you know, so to speak, and I make little jokes and whatnot. I was trying to do my WWE Day of Reckoning 2 videos, and they weren't working at all the other day for matches. Usually I'm getting up a lot of matches if they would work for me. And then, so since the matches didn't work, I was focusing completely on creating the characters, and now both of them say like the disc can't be read. Like they're kind of messed up, like they're dirty discs, and they've got scratches and so forth, but I might be able to get some videos up on them. I've been recording audio for their theme songs and whatnot, so they have background noise for their little coming out to the ring and whatnot. If you're not familiar with like a wrestling theme song and so forth, they come out to the ring with it. Something somewhat fitting. Hopefully a song that's like decent. You know, I hear songs all the time, work and so forth, and I'm like, oh, this would be good for wrestling theme songs. Definitely not my type of music and whatnot, a lot of what I'm hearing, but for some people I could see it working out for their theme song, and you know, that's pretty much endless for the amount of characters I can make and so forth. But yeah, hopefully we'll have that coming soon. I, you know, obviously did Pokemon XD and Pokemon Coliseum. So XD, you get like a set of 3. You get 6 Pokemon. No. You get a set of 2. You get a set of 2, and you battle. It's just 2 on 2, and usually I go for Ultimate, which is like the strongest, you know, OU Uber type Pokemon. Rayquaza, Mewtwo, Articuno, Swampert, Suicune, Jirachi, Mew, Gengar, Blissey, Claydol. I mean, there's several. Zapdos, Blaziken, Sceptile, you know, those type of OU Ubers for sure, I would say, for Gen 3. And so that's what I've been working on with that. And for the time being, that's the situation with that. I'm supposed to go on another driving escapade, but I don't know if I really want to. I drove all the way out there the other day, and it's just not a good week right now for a lot of things, and I'm trying to just focus on my videos and so forth, keeping me busy. Yeah, I think I was doing a little bit of Pokemon Coliseum where I was doing the Mirror V battle. I was training for it a little bit. I didn't really use my best Pokemon, so it did take me a long time to do that battle. I don't know if I showed off the glitch for Coliseum or whatnot, but there's a way of basically having unlimited balls on there. So especially when you get the Master Ball, you can just keep it as an unlimited. What you do is you just throw the ball at a Pokemon in a double battle, and then you go in for your second Pokemon and you just move it with the X button. You just move the ball into a second slot, and that glitch keeps your ball. It's kind of hilarious. I was playing on a different save file, and I was playing against the Under Coliseum, and Dakim, the Entei trainer, still had Entei, so I must have knocked it out throughout my playthrough, and then so he only carries 5 Pokemon with him, so he carries the 6th as Entei as a Shadow Pokemon, which means you can snag it from him, which means you can catch it, and it's yours. if you're not familiar with those games. So I snagged that from him, and so that's the cool thing about the Under. But I have many save files, many memory cards and whatnot of XD and Coliseum. So I have them kind of organized on my Coliseum for, as of right now, for like the ones that are beaten and the ones that aren't. I'm doing a lot of trades off there and on there to move over different things that I want. I'm trying to figure out what specifically I want. I'm just kind of moving them, really. I'm keeping a lot of them that would go to Generation 4 and 5. So Black, White, Black and White 2, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Like, if they evolve in Generation 4 onwards, I generally am trying to keep them in one spot so I can PAL Park them over, which I do have at least one PAL Park. I'm trying to check on the other Gen 4 games and see what games I have PAL Park on. I really want to beat Gen 4 so I can just have PAL Park on all of them, but they are time-consuming games. Whenever Silent Castle gets back, I would really like if he could help me out with some of those games and we can get the PAL Park and whatnot done. As for Generation 5, on Black 2, I have at least one that can Poke-transfer. You have to beat the game and you have to get to be able to go to the lab, and you have to have 2 DSs. So I have 2 DSs and I'm doing that. Moving over a lot of stuff. Pretty easy stuff. You just have to have like an open hand for it. So in the meantime, I'm doing that. I might be trading, I might be writing, I might be reading, I might be lifting, I might be cleaning, I might be recording like my Law and Order Special Victims unit specifically, or playing Coliseum or XD, whether it's battles or the actual gameplay. Like, I keep very busy on this stuff, so that's how I pump out so much content. It's all me doing it, so I don't have help to record or edit or any of these other things, so I think I do pretty well. I would say in the last couple days I've gained more subscribers and whatnot than most any time probably that I can think of. You know, so once again, I very much appreciate you guys. That really motivates me to want to keep making a bunch of content, especially when I'm getting 10 or more in like a day or two. Like, I'm seeing that people are checking out the videos. When you subscribe, it makes me think that I'm doing something halfway decent that you're going to want to see in the future. And I just keep on giving as much as I can. More along the lines of the same things that I'm putting up already and otherwise. You know, like I said, I'm very busy. If I had more time, I would upload more and whatnot. Like, that's why I'm recording in the car so much, because when I'm in the car, it gives me the chance to record. And I'm taking that as my opportunity to at least communicate with people, the situations and whatnot. I know a lot of people don't get to click on every video and listen to it. I try really hard to put the description links down, and so at least you can copy and paste with the channel names and whatnot. I need to work on all the channels and just organize them and set up featured channels and all these different things, but it's been so long since I've done a lot of that, and I'm not sure how to do it and when I'll be able to. Oh, yes. Yeah, if you can't tell, it's very early in the morning. I literally just rolled out of bed, and I'm trying to get to my office here, and from there I can start working on some other videos besides my driving content. I'm not real busy today, as long as I can get out of my plans. I want to go, but I just don't know if I can today. Like, I'm going to have to probably reschedule my plans. I had at least a couple things. I can't even remember what they were. Unfortunately, my memory isn't all that great anymore. There's videos on that for esotericism with radiation and technology and so forth, why the brain has trouble, with a lot of this stuff. I also have like severe pains and whatnot that I deal with. The other day, my back was so messed up I couldn't even barely move. I woke up and my back was definitely in pain. The worst part of the day is probably beginning and end of day. It seemed like once I was moving, it wasn't so bad, but you can still feel it as my low back is just really bad. And then not long ago, for about a year or so, my head was very messed up. It still comes and goes. It's almost like I've had almost like a blinding effect. I've had bad headaches. I couldn't really focus on a lot of different things. My attitude would be very irritable and whatnot because of it. So I've, besides being busy, I've stayed away from a lot of people, like even just texting them, calling them, that type of stuff. I haven't really had a whole lot of chance to get a lot of stuff like that done because of my head. And I thought I had concussion problems, and nobody really would just give me that diagnosis. I got checked for, a couple things, and they said it wasn't a concussion. They said it might just be high blood pressure. And I'm like, well, obviously, if you know anything about esotericism, everybody has got high blood pressure and whatnot. If not, it's coming. Everyone's got every disease under the sun, and it's just onset. So it takes time to maybe be obvious and whatnot, but a lot of things are coming in that direction, no matter how healthy you are. If you have a healthier diet than me, even you move more than me, which is pretty impressive because I move a decent amount. I used to have a very habitual schedule. Besides working, I used to go and work out at the gym, walk around, and a lot of other things that I haven't really been able to do as much. Mostly just because of time. That I'm just so exhausted all the time. It's been a little difficult to get the time. Also paying for gas and getting around, paying for the gym membership. I used to have people I went to the gym with and whatnot, which also would motivate me a lot more. It's been a very busy few years, really, and a lot of eventful things going on, and a lot of people don't even know what all has been going on with me. Most people, even close to me, only know like a certain amount of things that go on. And even when they do, it's just me, like, more or less just being disappointed by coworkers and customers and that type of stuff. So that's generally what they hear. And it's, oh, you're complaining. It's not me complaining, it's me explaining how things are and how they should be and why things became how they are and so forth. It's like people didn't nip the problems in the bud and then they get worse. I've said that for many years. Like, we gotta nip a lot of problems in the bud before problems get worse. So that's really the situation there. I'm coming close to the end of the trip here. It's about 25-30 minutes of a drive. It gives me a little bit of time to focus on this. Also, my brain and stuff are kind of on autopilot a lot of times.